Hi guys, it's Jamie. Today I'm going to talk about positive thinking and in particular my number one point to happiness, living a happier life. And I'm going to plow straight into it and say that the most important thing in your own happiness and becoming happy is to live in the now. So many of us dream of futures, and it is good to dream, but so many of us concentrate so much on it that we forget what we've got right now, and one day you might not have that. So it's really, really important to appreciate what you have now and appreciate the mundane and all the little things that, you know, make you smile. Because so many of us, we dream of, oh, when I get this job I'll be happy, oh, when I'm here I'll be happy, and when I get this car I'll be happy. But so often, from my own experiences and from seeing friends' experiences, that comes and they still feel the same. And it's not because, you know, their lives may well be easier if they get their car, and their lives may well be easier if, you know, they are earning a little bit more money, but deep down they're still the same, they still feel the same. Might be a little bit relieved, but overall they feel the same. And it's only through doing that kind of stuff that you realise just how important the little things in life are. And for most of us, we can all dream of getting that dream job and doing all these wonderful things with our lives, but for the most of us that never happens. And it does happen, don't get me wrong, it does happen, it's really good when that does happen, but you also have to not necessarily make backup plans, but appreciate absolutely everything you have now. And then if it does come off for you, it's a bonus. But if it doesn't, then you're still happy because you're appreciative of everything that you've got right now. All the people around you, your family, your friends, your neighbours, your girlfriends, your boyfriends. Just be so happy with what you have, because not many of us have all these wonderful things. But if we can learn to be happy with what we've got now, then that is the key to happiness. And so often you're concentrating so much on this future event and planning so much for this future event. You are living in this future event happening. And like I said, it's good to plan. You have to plan for the future, you really do, but don't become so consumed in it that you pass up opportunities that you could easily do alongside it and working towards it. Because you'd be surprised when you do it all and then you look back, you realise that you could have done more, and you could have maybe had more fun, and you could have done this, you could have gone these places with whoever. But it's only when people do it and then come out the end of it that they realise that. So that is the advice that I give to absolutely everyone, is to live in the now. Because, you know, you could get to that point and you could have the dream job and you could have the dream salary, but you could have lost a hell of a lot along the way. So not necessarily through any fault of your own. I mean, appreciate your friendships, because heaven forbid something really horrible might happen to one of them and they're not around anymore. Or, you know, for some reason they might get a little bit fed up that you're concentrating so much on your own future and stuff like that, and they can't see themselves in it, then they might walk the other way and they might be gone. So make sure that you really, really appreciate your friends, and they will appreciate you back. It's nice to be appreciated. But when it comes to things like jobs and money and, you know, careers and stuff like that, I think it's incredibly sad that at a very young age, children of school age are drummed into the fact that you will only be happy if you get this, you know, decent salary and a really good job, because that's not the case at all. Some of the highest earners I know are also the most miserable. So I think it's important that we start teaching our kids to appreciate everything that they've got now, and appreciate the fact that, you know, it might happen for them, but it also might not. But that's okay. That really is okay, because you might end up being the happier person for, you know, than the person that's on 3 times your salary. You know, it doesn't make you a better person. Getting a better job doesn't make you a better person, and getting a good job doesn't make you happy. It really, really doesn't. I mean, great if your job does make you happy, but at the same time, all the little things around you, you still have to appreciate, because they might be gone one day. So, yeah, please, whilst it's good to dream, please, 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 please don't live in the future. Live for right now, because another thing as well is you could make all these plans, and whilst it is good to plan, you have to plan, but you might be concentrating so much on it, and then something will happen beyond your control, and you might not be able to do that anymore, and you might have to take your life in a different direction. And then, because you've shunned opportunities, maybe even people away, you're kind of left on your own, and you have to start it all over again. And that would be horrible, but if you appreciated absolutely everything that you have up until that point, oh no, you can't do that anymore, but it's okay, because look at what I've got anyway, and I can just go and do something else. This is what you've got to remember. Once you have a base level like that, then anything that happens on top of it is a bonus. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't happen, you're still happy. So that's my advice. That is my number one key to happiness and living a happier life. I hope what I've said makes sense to you guys, and if it doesn't, then please just keep at it and keep trying, because like I said, it is really, really hard work, but it's worth it. So yeah, good luck with everything that you decide to do, and I hope you appreciate everything that you have today.